Truth isn't trendy, it's eternal, positioning Israel doctrine as timeless and unshakable. I don't follow the crowd, I follow the covenant. Separates the movement from popular culture. The streets talk, I correct them. Asserts authority and credibility in debates. Israel doctrine, where facts cut deeper than feelings. Appeals to logic over emotion. If it's not scripture, it's just opinion. Keeps focus on the Bible as the foundation. I'm not here to be liked, I'm here to be right. Bold, confident tone that builds respect. This isn't religion, this is restoration. Shifts the brand from dogma to revival of truth.
Peace, everyone. How you doing? Welcome to the podcast. And today's show title is Me and the Queen Talk, my upcoming event, which is on the 15th. And the event title is Make Disciples in Digital Space. Behind the Mission. How you doing today, Queen?
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm gonna step away for a sec. So forgive me for that, people. My bad. I'm starting the show. I was supposed to start it off right. So, any questions about this upcoming event, the title, Making Disciples, so on and so forth? People say, oh, he believed he Christ. Well, am I not supposed to be Christ-like? Did Christ make disciples? Who were the first he made disciples of? And any conversation for me, sis?
Well, you got them when you said you're supposed to be Christ-like. So, I mean, that is true. You're supposed to be like Christ.
Yeah, people said we ain't supposed to do no works, though. That is a commandment in itself. Go make disciples of all nations. See,
okay.
Israelites never heard that, but go ahead.
I don't think I was saying was that's the same thing when people be basically thinking for some strange reason just because you trying to walk the path like Christ and be like Christ. Because me, honestly, I don't think nobody is at perfection. And my thing about it is how people think and assume just because you trying to walk like Christ that you're supposed to just. I think they forget that God had what's the word I'm trying to look for? I'm not trying to say revengeful. I'm trying to say like people feel like just because you walk in, like Christ, you're not supposed to get angry. You're not supposed to say retaliate, but that's not the word I'm looking for. But did the Lord not go up in there and turn over them tables and go out? So it be killing me sometimes how some people, like when you just said, people say that you think you Christ. You do supposed to be like Christ-like. But at the same time, people feel like Christ is weak. Like you're supposed to just let people just walk over you and you're not supposed to defend yourself. And that's where they get stuff twisted at.
You know what I seen this morning? Christ and Machiavelli sitting down talking. I see the video. They had Jesus sitting down with Machiavelli, and they were supposed to have a talk about power and stuff. And I was like,
"You seen a video like that, Israel?"
Machiavelli having a sit down. And ain't that what I said the other day? Hey, Machiavelli, he a bad guy, but he got a mind.
I give him that. It's just the knowledge. If you're not using it for something good, it can be used for something bad. He actually teaches people how to manipulate. That's a bad thing. So it's like, it's about the person, what I mean, like what your intentions is. Like, for real, it's good knowledge, but if you got a cold heart and you you gonna do the wicked stuff with what he say. That's why I say people shouldn't listen to him, period, because everybody mind ain't strong enough to understand that, if your intentions is not pure, you ain't got no business listening to him. If your heart is cold and you got bad intentions, that's why I say people don't need to listen to it, because people don't even know how to separate the two. So I know I don't want to listen to him. Though I'm not trying to say I'm a saint, but I know I get angry, and I just might listen to some of the demonic stuff that he say. So I'm just being real.
You might red wedding somebody.
Right, that part right there, because I'm in my emotions at the time, and what he's saying is making sense, and then I make my decisions off of how I'm feeling at that moment. That's another reason why I don't like to. I left witchcraft alone and stopped messing with it, because I'm like, how can y'all? Because I get angry, especially if somebody messing with me. So it's I can say it's impossible not to retaliate. But go ahead.
Let me ask you a question. Are you a disciple of me?
Disciple of you? I'm a student. I'm not gonna say I'm a disciple of you of anything. I'm a disciple of Christ.
What a disciple is. I don't even want you to be a disciple of me. I want you.
You're right. That is what it is. I just didn't like the word.
I want you to be a disciple of Christ. We having an honest conversation. That's why I asked it. Because you have been sitting over here for how long? This is 5th year, 4th year? What exactly how long have you been over? 5 years?
It's been about 4 years, but I get what you're saying about when you say the disciples. You basically said a student, because a student is a disciple, but I don't like the way you said it, because it's just like,
I understand, because we got enemies and people running around listening to our every statement and trying to make it bad and stuff. I ain't got no problem with it. Unless you confront me, I don't have no problem anyway. And I'll put the link in the side chat so you can confront me if you want to. But confront me. No man will come and confront me. I dare you. But go ahead, sister.
It really don't got nothing to do with enemies and what they got to say. It makes me feel uncomfortable, because how you just basically said that you feel like you Christ, right? Well, no, you said people think that you think you Christ, right? And my thing is, I understand you got to be a student before you can be a teacher and everything, but I'm a leader. I feel like when you put me in a disciple, you putting me as a follower, and I'm not. If anybody I'm following is God himself. So that's why I say, that's why the only reason why I don't like the word. That's all.
Yeah, but like you said, you got to be a follower before you come a leader.
Absolutely.
So when somebody discipling you, they teaching you how to take their position. When I'm dead and gone, or when I go somewhere, whatever, and I'm gone and I'm absent, it's your job to do what I would have done. This is the same thing with Moses and Aaron. You know the story of Moses and Aaron? Moses went up and Aaron said, give me them earrings and I'm finna build this calf. And Moses come back like, what the? And start killing everybody. See, there go the thing. See, people forget that there was God back there killing all them people. When they say the God of the Old Testament, he woo and talk about him bad, they talking about Jesus. Because he's the only God we ever known. He is the rock that followed us. He's the one. But see, most people don't know that that's Jesus. They don't know that he tried to show them when he went and built that whip and started turning them tables over and stuff that, hey, I can get active now. Y'all out here playing with me, but I can get very active.
That's the side of God that I'm talking about, where people get stuff twisted because they feel like just because you supposed to. I think what it really is, it's more like you supposed to allow me to just do whatever because you supposed to be like Christ-like. So you supposed to allow me to do whatever. You ain't supposed to turn over tables. And they forget that we got everything God has in him. Just like we get angry, he gets angry. We get hurt. All our feelings and emotions, it came from him. He feels the same way. So my thing is, God get angry too. Where do we get our anger from? You get what I'm saying? So don't come with the trying to, you shouldn't act like that so I can have the upper hand and I can do what I want to do to you, but you supposed to just fold and let me do it. No, God didn't say we supposed to fold and just let y'all do whatever you want to do to us. That's all I'm saying.
That's why, as a young man, I realized who was the Godfathers in the movies. I said, "Oh, they trying to be like God. They sitting on the mafia throne and they think they God." It's me and Brother Reggie was speaking the other day. A lot of men's, I don't even think it was Reggie or whatever, but a lot of people that's in a position of power, they got, no, it was my friend. They got money, they got everything. They just ain't been worshiped yet. They want to be worshiped. A lot of men in power, they got everything, get anything, do whatever they want. They haven't been worshiped. And that's their problem. They go crazy because they try to get people to worship them. I ain't never tried to get no man to worship me. Even when I just said the disciple thing and stuff. Now I might have tried to say, well, my word is authority and this and that and this and what you like to call it. What's the term that what's the term when you
What?
The term when you I can't even say
I don't know what you talking about.
You know the attitude you have. It's an attitude, and when you like to say H, I forget even the alphabet to start the word off.
I don't know what you're trying to say, but
it's a word that describes the attitude of somebody like me that always want to rule, always want to be right, always want to be
the narcissist.
Narcissistic. I got a narcissistic.
Is that the word you was looking for?
That's the very word, narcissist. Yes, because all my life I've been put at the bottom, and I knew I was supposed to be up top. I'm the last child, but people say you act like you look at you look like it. Don't none of the others got gray all on their face. Look at you, cut that stuff off. No, I like my hair. I like my position. I've always liked it. And as I tell my elder brothers and sisters, I've always been the youngest. I looked up to you as a child. You was walking around doing what you wanted to do, and I had to look up to you. I don't think they look at me like that because I'm narcissistic.
Exactly. And how can somebody look at them? Damn bad.
I'm honest. And we can have an honest conversation because, like, when I tell the story when I went to California, my oldest brother wanted to whoop me. He done whooped all the others. They done told me the story about how mama said whoop him and stuff, and he liked it. So he said, lay down, I'm gonna whoop you. No, you not. No, we not gonna do that. And he whooped me with his hands. He fought me like a man because I was telling him, you have to fight me. Man.
I think we all had to stand up to a parent or one that was elder one time before. I remember when I stood up to not my great grandmama, not the one that was Jehovah's Witness, but my grandmama. I think I had been 17 years old when I said what I said. And she You know them old school phones, y'all, the ones that you gotta turn the old school phones.
Rotary
Y'all know
phone.
the things is hard. Them phones, they old school, man. So my grandmama threatened one day to hit me in my face with the phone, right? And around this time, I had to be I think about 16, 17 years old. Because she thought I was lying about something. And she was like, I'm going to hit you in the face with this phone. So I'm thinking when she said it, like that goddamn phone, she talking about some hitting somebody in the face with that doggone phone. So my response was, for the very first time, I stood up to her. I said, if you hit me with that phone, I'm going to take that same phone and go upside your head with it. And I was 17 years old when I said this to my grandma, because I'm standing there looking at that phone like, man, I'm telling you, yo, if you hit me with that phone, my mama said, what you say to her? That was her mother, right? I thought she was gonna get mad, but instead she was actually like, I can't believe you said. I think it was because she didn't have the balls to say what I said to her own doggone mom. That's what it was. But I just wanted to share that with y'all, because Israel be talking about, what him being the N word, and but my point is, everybody had a experience like that with a sibling, with a family member, something like that. My grandmama, I had to tell her that I was gonna bust her upside the head with that same phone. I kind of feel bad, but at the same time, she kind of folded back and left me alone and looked at me sideways like, I really was gonna do it too. She would have hit me with that hard phone. I really was gonna do it.
That's the story I tell. All the siblings that got whippings, they ran, they fought, they did everything. They was just young. It's like 5 years apart between my siblings. It's a little bunch, but it's like 3 of them just got like a year apart. But all of them like 5 years apart. Me and my closest brother is 7. So they was around the same age, and it's like, man, you whooping me? And they fought back. But they're runner. You ain't whooping me. So all of us got the same spirit in us. It's just, when I was 14 and that man was like 38, 39. He was like, what you say? And he commenced to putting his hands on me, bust my lip. Ooh, I was messed up after that fight. See, when you done had fights and did things as a youngster, it builds you when you get older and have to go through the stuff. See, I grew up during the time when we didn't have guns. You threw your fists up, you get whooped, you can come back and fight again another day. And we don't live in that area.
I was just having that conversation about how we don't live in that area no more, because for the most part, the reason why people, and this is the saddest part, I don't know if people notice this, the only reason why people run and get guns, if you really think about it, is because they can't win that argument. Or you said something that was so over top that they feel like they can't overtop it. So they got the result to go and get something. I noticed that. If a person is not winning an argument, they got a result to go get a gun. Or if they get they whoop with them hands, they got to go get a gun.
Yeah. And it's because of the elderly people. That's why I like elderly people, but I don't like elderly people because they have messed up the world for us. See, I refuse to mess this world up for the next generation. I refuse.
They did mess this world up. They did, because of the way they.
Go ahead, my bad.
No, I overtalked you, my bad. But they did, and parents have too. Mothers have messed a lot of these men up because of the simple fact y'all still got y'all titties in their mouths. Y'all wouldn't allow them to be men. Y'all wouldn't. I seen it with my own family. I saw how my mother would coddle my brother, and how my aunt would coddle the boys. No, they got to stay here. 16. No, he can't go get a job. I need him around the house. But then when they get grown, though my mama didn't have that problem with my brother, but when they get grown, they don't even know how to be independent and go find a job and keep a job because you've been calling them and had your titty in their mouth. So that's the mother and the elders. They have done this to men. That's the reason why they're not men anymore. They're still little boys running around here as if they're men, but they're not. So I agree with Israel. A lot of it is because of the elders. A lot of it is because of the mothers too.
We got elders right here on YouTube misleading the next generation because they ain't died off yet. Man, look, go and die off and quit misleading the youth.
You said because they ain't died off.
Just go and die. It's not misleading the youth. We don't need your misguidance and misleading anymore. I'm gonna even try to be nice with it. I'm gonna tell you like our mother. It's okay. Like when I told my mother before she passed, it's okay. You can go and do it. It's all. We gonna be all right. We gonna be all right. And some parents or some people that's passing need to hear that from their loved ones because they don't want to leave. They fighting to stay in this world. But if you love them,
always them neither. It be the loved ones trying to fight for them too.
Not me. I love the hell out my mother. But when I seen her going there, I said, hey, it's all good. We gonna be all right. I was
explaining that to one of my homegirls, how selfish us as people can be. And what I mean is somebody can be really dying and sick in that family. And we don't want them to move. We don't want them to pass away. So we try to keep them. And I'm like, how you know he not ready? You keep trying to make somebody fight for their life when that man is tapped out. Like I get it. We sometimes get a little selfish, but you don't know what type of pain and suffering that individual is going through. Meanwhile, while you wants to still see him up and moving around and alive. And sometimes we just don't think about that. We get a little selfish. We still want them to be here regardless of their suffering. Oh, we're going to give them medication. They'll be okay. You don't know what's going on through that person's head. That person might be ready to go.
See, I figured all this out because, like you say, in their last days, it's called hospice. What they do, they medicate people till they die. They give them pain pills and stuff.
Right, they do. And it's suffering to that person. Like, you don't know what type of pain they in, what type of state of mind, and though the doctor telling you what it is, but it's like that person might be ready to go. And you trying to keep them alive on a life support or whatever, because you don't want them to go. That's a little bit selfish because that person is still suffering in pain. That's all.
So anybody that's going through it, believe me, I understand, but it's some things that you don't understand. It's like I tell people all the time and it messes them up. I never know that the body relieves itself when you die. You ever been around somebody that passed? They relieve themselves.
Yes, it's real. I know that. You didn't know that?
I didn't know that. I was young, dumb, and stuff. My mama passed. Nurse came in. I was like, hey, take care of my mother.
Oh, so around the time when your mother was dead, you didn't even know about that?
No, that's how I learned about it. I'm aware of it now because it happened.
They don't teach us that though. I just learned that a couple of years ago. So they don't. So don't feel bad, Israel, because I didn't even know that the body, when it died, it goes to the bathroom on itself and all that stuff shut down. I didn't know that because I was like, what do they mean when they say people be stinking when they die? You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking they talking about the actual body after a certain amount of time that it started to stink. No, they be talking about they go to the bathroom on themselves. My cousin told me that's how my aunt died, and that fucked her up. That messed my cousin up to walk in on her mama like that. So I can understand what he's saying. I didn't know until like 3 years ago they do that. I was like, what the? They never teach us that.
I'm trying to tell the next generation what it is. I'm trying to tell them what it is because I done been through some things. I done seen some things. And I know. And believe me, it hurt like HELL to find out these things. You find out something you never knew, it might cost you. But yeah, let's get back on the discipleship and everything. Or the upcoming event. I'm going back to the law because I talked to a family member and I realized and didn't realize it at first. I was like, you don't think you got to do no works? You've been indoctrinated wrong. So the conversation always, if mother said take that garbage out, are you gonna take it out or not? Because when mama come home and you don't take it out, you know what she gonna do. All of us got the same mama. We know exactly what our mother was gonna do. If she told me move my cards from away under the couch. I didn't move them cards when I came back. Them cards was in the garbage.
It's always a warning. A warning before the storm, meaning she warned you and told you what it is. So when she come up in that door and go upside your head, you already know what time it is. That's what happens when you don't take the trash out. When mama didn't been working all day and she come home, and don't let her be and got stressed out at work. And somebody that pissed her off. Oh, she gonna take all that up upside your head, man.
Yeah, and I had to go with my family, and I'm like, come on now, we both know mama. If mama said do it, how much more is our spiritually father? If he telling you to do something and you don't want to do it, when he come and get upside your head, it ain't gonna be no talking. There ain't gonna be no reasoning. He gonna be like, didn't I tell you? Did you do what I said or did you not do? Choose life and do what I said or choose death. And when I come in, we're gonna see what happens. See, a lot of people don't know their spiritual father. They never knew their physical father, so they cannot even imagine their spiritual father. And then I tried to make another point. I was like, my mother and father never whooped me. They gave me freedom to do whatever I wanted to do. And whatever I wanted to do, you best believe I was doing it. So I don't even feel right with my spiritual father if he give me free will to do what I want to do. I'm gonna listen to what he say do. Makes sense? Because I know what it is to be free and do whatever you want to do. I done lived that life as a young boy. Been there, done that. I ain't finna do that with my heavenly father. Then I had to hit the person with my major belief. Once you in Christ, I don't even think you can sin. If you do, you gonna confess it to him. I was wrong. I didn't know. But now that you didn't enlighten me on what I done, I won't do it again. You just whenever you want to speak. I know I've been going a little long.
What you asked me?
I said you can speak if you want to. I know I've been going a little long.
I ain't got nothing to say yet.
Well, I'm trying to be a better guy and pass the mic. I'm not trying to hog the mic, so. But yeah, people. So, like I said, what we gonna do, we gonna go and deal with this. So let me show y'all. Can I show y'all the hub? I don't really want to show y'all the hub, but I'm gonna show y'all the hub of my business, my think tank, my this and that. So You see that? So let's go through this. Let me see if I can close that. Yeah. I don't want y'all to look at too much. Let's deal with
why most ministries are stuck in 2010, and how to fix it. Here's something I've noticed across dozens of Israelite Christian congregations. The message is powerful, but the presentation is holding it back. Think about it. We're competing for attention with polished media companies, mega churches with design teams, and influencers with professional branding. But most of our congregations are still using Word docs and clip art from 2008. That's not a criticism, it's an opportunity. The truth doesn't need to be dressed up, but it does need to be accessible. When someone new walks into your assembly or visits your page, the first thing they see isn't scripture, it's your flyer, your social post, your study guide layout. 3 things that immediately level up any ministry's digital presence. Consistent branding. Pick 2-3 colors and 1-2 fonts. Use them everywhere. It builds recognition and trust. Clean templates. Stop designing from scratch every Sabbath. Have go-to templates for announcements, studies, and social posts. Professional study materials. Formatted study guides with clear headers, scripture references, and clean layouts make the doctrine easier to follow and share. I built Israelite Christian digital tools specifically for this. Professional grade templates, graphics, and study materials designed by and for the Israel doctrine community. No more settling for amateur presentation of a first century truth.
how do it sound? Hello?
It sounds good so far.
It's my mindset. It's what I've been doing on YouTube since 2007. I just didn't have the ability. That setup allows me to have the ability to do what I first came to YouTube to do. That's why I went back to my old website. That lesson right there on the fruit you eat. Before many people even hit YouTube, that site was up. That teaching was up. That understanding was there. And I was passing it along. And the people that stalk me get behind me and say, well, they trying to deal with what's mine. How was yours? Y'all know I'm a narcissist. I did everything before you even thought of it. You must have watched one of my old videos and thought you was going to come at me. I'm the first to do a lot of things because I'm the first. That's just it. I don't even know how to explain it. I'm the first. I'm on some Ray J. I did it first. But it's all good. Let's get back on the conversation. Can you have any more comment? Cause the show could be over with. We just up here talking. I'm being honest. I ain't got no hidden agendas, nothing. I ain't hating on nobody. Ain't got nobody doctrine to beat up, though I want to go there and deal with Kevin and Faithful to God and all these Christian apologists. I want to do it, but I ain't even talking about them right now because I'm focused on what I'm doing. It's more about making digital disciples in this digital space, getting out here making Israelite Christian disciples. They out here making Roman Catholic disciples, Hebrew Israelite disciples, Jehovah Witness, full preterist disciples. They not making Israelite disciples. And that's what everybody should be. They should be a part of the Israel of God, but they don't want to be a part of the Israel of God. I even left the Israel of God to create the true Israel of God.
don't know what you mean when you say, well, yes, I do.
Ask me.
There's nothing wrong with trying to recruit someone. The problem is when the wrong person trying to recruit someone.
I'm not
So
nobody though. That's why I asked you.
what I mean when I say recruit is trying to save somebody, trying to show them the right way. That's what I mean when I say recruit.
How
But
could
the
you?
problem is,
How could you show somebody anything if you ain't got the right thing?
that's what I was trying to say, that if you don't got the right knowledge, you can't show nobody. The problem is a lot of people that don't know a lot of stuff and stuck in their old ways, and especially stuck in them old laws, they think they can save somebody when they need to be saved because they don't even have all the information. That's what I mean when I said it's nothing wrong with trying to recruit someone. It's about the person that's trying to recruit them. Like, how can you recruit someone and try to save? Well, let me stop saying recruit. Save. How can you save someone when you don't even know the full thing? You know, you don't even have the full understanding of the word. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well,
A lot of people ain't even read the whole Bible. So you can't tell me you got a fully understanding of the word when you haven't even read the Bible from the beginning to the end. I have and still ain't fully understood it. That's how I know y'all ain't understood it. Go ahead.
you said old law. Can I understand what you were saying? Can you explain it to me?
Say it again.
You said old law.
What I mean when I say old law is people still thinking that you can have multiple wives and still run around here and sodomize people, and you know how they justify their behavior because they still living in the old laws. That's what I'm talking about.
God laws never said you could do any of that stuff. That's not no old law. That's old law breakers. Sodomy ain't never been.
Well, I know Solomon. They still try to justify. You get what I'm going with this,
I'm understanding it now. I didn't understand it by the phraseology old law. That's why.
Maybe it's the way I said it. What I mean is still stuck in the old days, thinking you can have multiple,
Old way of thinking will be the best way to say it.
thinking you can have multiple wives, and all that weird stuff that they was doing back.
They in the carnal mindset. They haven't moved to the spiritual mindset. They got enmity, which is they hostile with God. God said a man ain't supposed to do that, and they hate God because they want to do it, but God said you couldn't do it. So now we got a problem. You said you hit me with the phone, and if you do, we got a problem.
Right, pretty much. But yeah, that's what I mean when I made that statement of being stuck in the old laws. That's all.
All right, I understand. That's why I asked. If you don't understand something, you should ask and get an understanding. Leave me, Carl gonna do it if he don't understand it. What you say? They hit you with it so quick, you'll be like, what was his problem?
I think everybody think they know I think everybody think they know or assume what the Bible is saying, because that's been the conversation that I've been seeing here on YouTube with a lot of y'all content creators. Y'all basically trying to correct the other one on what a scripture mean, what's its meaning behind it. And this is why I feel like God said y'all ain't got no business out here going back and forth with this, because I might read a scripture and get a whole totally different understanding of what you said. And when you read it, you heard something different. So what is we arguing about? That don't mean you right. That don't mean I'm right. That don't mean I'm wrong. And that don't mean you wrong. That's the discernment you got out of it. But go ahead, Israel.
No. Like I said, once again, if you go to a Roman Catholic, he don't know diddly. You go to a Hebrew Israelite, he might know a little bit more than the Roman Catholic because he studied different. Everybody believe they know what they know based up on their lying teacher. Your teacher lied to you, and you know what your teacher had lied to you about, and you feel confident in that lie that he told you, and you'll get out here and give your very life for that lie that man taught you. Because you a follower. I've never been a follower. As I said, my mother and father allowed me to do whatever I wanted to do, so whatever I thought, it was inwardly, I looked for whatever I wanted. It was in me. Since I was born, it's been in me. I've never looked outside for anything. I admire some people outside, some Malcolm X's, some Tupac, some Brad Jordan. I admire men because my father was a great man, but I never looked at him like that when I was younger because he lacked stuff. He didn't go through school. He dropped out and went to the field like in third, fourth grade. He had a third or fourth grade education. I went to him talking math. He was a great mathematician, but he said ought to me. Ought time out is ought. Who know what ought mean? Because ought was something, he was about to whoop me, and I was like, man, I don't know what ought mean. I ain't finna, you're not finna put your hands on me telling me ought, and I don't know what ought mean. You better find a better way to explain what you talking about, or we gonna be rumbling in this house. Because he was using old language. My father was like 40-some years older than me. So when I was 5, he was 40, whatever. He was heading to his 50s. And he didn't know how to communicate. He said crowning. Any women know what crowning is. I didn't know what crowning was. The baby crowning and woo. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm learning. You know what crowning is? Do you know what crowning is, sister?
No, what you talking about?
When the baby get the crowning, you give him birth and the baby is crowned.
Oh, you talking about when you crown their head, you mold their head? Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, not mold, more like shape their head, yeah.
Yeah. See, like I said, he was almost 50 years older than me. So things he was talking about, I'm like, oh man, you crazy. But he wasn't crazy. He was sound in the head. He knew a lot of stuff the average people didn't know because he was on the forums. He didn't see animals give babies and this and that and do things that ain't nobody else, average person ain't seen. You seen an animal give birth? You seen your wife give birth? You seen anything like that? If you seen it, you know about it. If you haven't seen it, you don't know about it. Like I said, my father was a great man. I just didn't look at him like that because he wasn't educated. Spoke with country slang and that. I am almost a spitting image of my father. Looks and everything, mindset, everything. As I tell you, he like working, women, and fishing. And if you look and find him, he gonna be working, messing with a woman, or fishing. I could always find him because he was at some woman's house with that tractor parked outside doing what he do. Because he had a very simple life. That's why I live.
Never mind. I don't even want to know. Never mind.
Look, I'm here talking openly. I ain't had nothing. My closet door is open. If you heard something you don't understand it, ask it, because the people out there hearing it and want to ask it and afraid to ask it.
Is you admitting to your father being a Rolling Stone?
Yeah, he was a Rolling Stone.
Okay, that's what I thought I was hearing.
I didn't even understand it. I would go over the house and he'd be sitting up in the house and stuff, and I'm not realizing what's going on. As I get older, I said, "Oh, that's what was going on." My mama wasn't in town. He was a man. Was he having relations with the women? I don't know. But he would be over their house for sure.
And that man was having relations with the women.
Well, I don't know what he was doing.
Oh man, that's messed up, yo.
My old man, I ain't trying to dirty up his name. He in the grave. Let him rest. But he do have outside children and stuff. He was
There
capable.
you go, right there. There you go.
He was capable of doing it. Let's believe it. Do I know he was doing it? I can't say.
The children say. Your brothers and sisters that's outside the marriage say.
Well, I ain't mad at you. I told you I'm sitting there speaking openly about situations.
I didn't know that about your father. You made it sound like your mother and your father. I mean, I don't know. I was a little confused.
No, I mean mother and father like everybody else mother and father. It's just I'm the youngest. So when I got here, they stopped everything they was doing. My mama used to smoke. My daddy used to smoke. I never seen them smoke. They used to drink liquor. I never seen them drink liquor. I never seen them go to the club. They was too old. But they was grown-ups. And they was doing grown-up stuff in place that I couldn't get in and see. But like I say, I would walk around the corner and my father be at a certain house. And I'm like, what are you doing at this house? Never figured it out. Never figured it out. But no, my mother and father, they was good people. I like what they was doing. Like I said, I'm almost the mirror image of them. I'm gonna work, though I ain't got no job. Whenever I had a job, never been late to my job. Never took a day off. Never did this and that because it wasn't in me. My mom said, be there early. And my father, hey, day or night, it don't matter. That's what got me to the point I was saying. People like, I used to take them Red Bulls on that third shift. And I went in the office one day, they took my blood pressure. They said, boy, get to the hospital, you're going to be dead. And that messed up my blood pressure. It ain't been right since. They say, you run high. Hey, if it's running high, I can't regulate it. Let's do it. No, I don't ever have to lie about nothing or tell no untruths or none of that. I tell my siblings that. Ask me something. You either get an answer or, no, I ain't got nothing to say about that. Because I'm not going to have anything to say about that. I'm an open book. So truthful and honest that it's hurtful sometimes. People can't take truth and honesty. You tell it to them and it blow their mind.
That's anybody.
Somebody asked me the other day, you keep the laws? Yes. All of them that I know of, I'm doing my best to keep it. And if I fall short, I'm going and confessing them to the Lord. Because I know he is faithful to forgive. And let me know that you didn't know, but now you know. I know you didn't do it because you didn't know to do it. If you knew to do it, you would have did. See, there's a difference between not knowing and not knowing, knowing and doing. Because to know to do and not do it, the head buster gonna bust your head. But I appreciate the conversation, sister. You hear me? And I'm gonna start.
Yeah, I hear you. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start leaving my camera open because everybody like it. The beard is back.
Oh God.
Oh God, what?
Nothing. I thought I was muted, man. You and that damn beard, okay?
The beard is back. I know some people looked at me for a while like he ain't wearing his beard. Because back in the days, I wore my beard and I didn't cut it for nothing. I went to the job and they was like, you gotta cut it. And I feel like they took my stroke.
No, y'all just look at that as a man, and you think that if it's not there, y'all not the kings of the jungle. You'll be the all right, but
no, the only reason I grew this because I had a big. Let me see, the bump was on my right side. A big bump, hair bump, grew in my face, and I was like, nah, I can't walk around with bumps on my face. I'm gonna grow my hair out. That's the only reason I wear a beard. Then I learned in the Bible that Israelite men are supposed to wear beards. And I was like, oh, I'm already wearing it.
are you? Oh, wow. Well,
Speak. I mean,
that was my faith right there, sealed. I just know I won't be marrying an Israelite man because that's just not for me. I don't like all that beard stuff. Never did. But hey, y'all like it. Y'all gotta wear that. But for him to just said that, that just was like, oh well, dang. That mean I won't be marrying an Israelite man. Cause if that's the way y'all gotta look,
a Jehovah's Witness man. What you gonna marry? A Muslim man?
I don't know. But only reason I'm not saying I don't think that he's in the cards for me. God wouldn't do that. That's why I said that. Cause he know that's not my forte. I don't like that. So that's the only reason why I said that.
Why God wouldn't give you a man to do what he's saying do?
Why would he give me a man that he know I'm not attractive to? That's why I said he wouldn't do that.
I hear you. If you're attracted to a homosexual man, you think God gonna give you a homosexual man?
No, that don't mean he gonna give me everybody I'm attracted to, but I know he's not gonna give me what I'm not attracted to.
If he give you a gangster because you're attracted to gangsters, God don't give you what he want. He give you what he wants you to have.
That he give you both, Israel. He give you what you want, and he give you what he wants you to have. Because 9 out of 10, what you want is he knows. He knows. Am I lying?
That's how you think. I'm not gonna argue with you about it.
Okay.
No, I would be wrong to argue with you about it. That's the way you think. I mean,
it wasn't even an argument. It was just a discussion. But I just strongly believe that God is not going to give you somebody that.
If we disagree, to me, it's an argument. And I hate the fact every time I say that, and you know that that's what I mean, that it's like it ain't an argument. It is an argument. I'm making it an argument. You saying it's not an argument. And I'm sitting up here saying you a damn lie. We argue.
Well, that's better to say that you're making it an argument than to say that we're arguing. So yeah, I accept that you're making it an argument, but I'm not biting. My thing is, see, once you realize that you hold the power and I pick and choose my battles, man, things be good. You see what I'm saying? It's nothing nobody can say or do to rattle that, because I know my intentions and I know that's not my intentions. So, but all I was saying is I don't believe that God would give you somebody that you're not attractive to. That's all. That's all I'm saying. If you're not attractive, why would he give that to you when he know you not don't even show any interest in it? That's all I'm saying. He knows what you like.
Yeah, so 9 out of 10, just my opinion. Like I said, I'm up here being honest. you probably never get a husband. You didn't care to have a husband anyway. You might not never get one because if you're not attracted to him, you don't want him. And any man that serve God gonna do what God say. They 9 out of 10. If they don't have a big beard, they gonna have facial hair.
Ah, that's funny.
No, that's true. They're gonna have facial hair.
There's nothing wrong with facial hair. That's what makes a man a man. Because I feel like if you ain't got no facial hair, you's a little boy still to me. And that's not attractive to me. It's just be the too much long length of it and all that. That's where y'all be mad blowing me. I'm not against beards and mustache. It's that if you got it trimmed up and it's nicely, yeah. But when you start letting it grow out like you a lion, like you look like one of them things from, the Wild. No, that's just unattractive to me. I might see you like that and you might trim it up and then I might see your face and I'm like, well, dang, well, you need to keep it like that. Same thing with Israel. When I first met him, his thing was hanging almost to his titty. He trimmed it up and I can see his face.
My sister be getting on to me. I got my elder sister, she most definitely be on to me. Hey, go do something about that beard. I be like, I like it like this. I don't think I'm gonna touch it, sis. Cause I'm honest. I don't think I'm gonna touch it. I like this. And a lot of people don't like it, but you know what? In Arkansas, a lot of men is wearing it like this. Why? Because I came down here wearing it. They seen it. They didn't like it. But now all of them wear it. Not because of me. I think it's Rick Ross that they doing it for, but they seen me bold enough to do it and they was like, huh? And little do I know, in their homes, they probably heard the women's talking about it and was like, I think I'm gonna grow me one of them too. You don't talk on.
What am I speaking on now?
I said Northeast Arkansas, a lot of men are wearing beards. I don't think it's because of me, it's because of Rick Ross. He wearing his beard.
That's when people started really growing out their beards. Yes, you're right, because that Rick Ross face and that beard wearing is not meant for everybody.
Would be the biggest boss.
See, my thing is, it's not the beard itself, it's the way you keep it up. If you don't keep it neat and combed and stuff like that, but then you start seeing people trying to be, not combing and they get all look weird and you looking at them like you look like something from off the Wild thing. Yo, like
Ricky Williams, he was the Miami Dolphin football player. And he had one and it was wild. Mine ain't that wild right now. It's wild, but it ain't that wild. You can see the shit.
No, Israel, yours was like that when I first met you. Yes, it was. Yes, it was like that. Yes, you was walking around here looking like Wolfman Jack. Yes. But like I said, it's when it's cleaned up and trimmed, then you can see y'all. You can actually see into y'all face. But when all that, I can't even see into your face because I'm looking at all the doggone ruffles around. Like, what you got going on over there? To me, it's unattractive if it's not cleaned up.
Yeah. I understand now. I'm not a woman. I don't understand from a woman's perspective.
Because Israel did. He was, man, when I first met Israel, like I said, his beard was long. And that's when he started showing pictures of what he looked like before he started growing his beard. And I really saw how he looked. And I was like, oh, shit. Dude, you looked nice back then. What the? You need to shave that shit off. You can actually see into your eyes back then, man. What the? But yeah.
Like you said, that's the little boy. That was the young me. That was young-minded. I was an adolescent. I didn't understand. I just had hit. Let me see. In my 20s, in my early 20s, when I took them pictures that I be showing a lot. 20-some years ago. Woo! But yeah, that's enough. We can sit up here and talk enough. The haters gonna really be hating. Look at them. They over there laughing and they about to fight and we couldn't. They wasn't fighting. Man. They growing. They growing. Appreciate the conversation, sister. Y'all got any complaints, argument? If you down with the event or whatever, please state it up under the video. Peace. We're out. Peace, sis.
All right.